Settlers, why does it make a difference that you're a settler? No, it isn't that we just first come, first serve. No, it's that settlers created this country. It wasn't here. And yeah, a lot of things change when we bring in particularly such large numbers. I mean, there's a reason that the main immigration restrictionist group in the country is called Numbers USA, not, Mexicans suck USA. It's that we do need to assimilate people to this wonderful country of ours.
The audience turns on Ana Kasparian in a heated clash as Coulter delivers a debate lesson, refuting Anna's arguments head-on. Known for her outspoken views, Ana faces relentless resistance, with the audience increasingly embracing Coulter's sharp logic and straightforward delivery. This spirited confrontation exposes Anna's flaws in her rhetoric, as Coulter takes control of the discussion, leaving Kasparian clearly on the defensive. Witness the dramatic escalation as the crowd's allegiances shift, applauding Coulter's sharp arguments while Ana struggles to regain her footing. In this video, we delve into the key moments that turned the debate into a decisive victory for Coulter. From the crowd's palpable reactions to Kasparian's stunning arguments, we decode it all. If you're drawn to high-stakes debates or curious about how this dramatic confrontation unfolded, this video is a must-watch. Don't miss the confrontation that's sparking conversations everywhere.
Would America benefit from limiting or eliminating immigrants?
Well, I think it makes sense to limit immigrants. We do have, our resources are not, they're finite. So, of course, it makes sense to limit.
But just culturally, because we've done the financial economic part.
Look, I'm not afraid of different cultures, right? I'm not afraid of people speaking Spanish. It doesn't get me emotional. It doesn't make me feel scared. And I know that there are some people who feel afraid of that happening.
You can see how Ana Kasparian is clearly pandering to the audience. If I had the chance, I'd ask her one simple question. What does the United States gain right now from letting in more immigrants, whether legal or illegal? What's the tangible benefit? I already know her likely response. Immigrants supercharge the economy. They're great workers. But let's be honest, haven't we reached a point where we have enough? Right now, we're allowing more immigrants than ever before, yet the economy is in shambles. So, where's the promised boost? If immigration automatically equaled economic growth, why aren't we seeing it? Why is the economy struggling? The argument that immigration directly improves the economy seems overly simplistic and out of touch with current realities. Kasparian also tries to connect with the audience by saying things like, "I'm not scared of Spanish-speaking people," and "It doesn't make me emotional to hear Spanish." Well, no one's arguing that hearing Spanish should be emotional, but that's not the point. The real concern is whether the US could transform into a primarily Spanish-speaking country, and I think most Americans would agree that this shift is not something they want. It's not about fear. It's about maintaining cultural balance and ensuring that assimilation happens. Let's see what else Kasparian has to say, but so far, her points feel more like emotional appeals than meaningful solutions.
My parents are immigrants. My dad was born in Syria, my mom was born in Armenia, I was born here in Los Angeles, and nothing makes me happier than seeing different cultural, different heritages all around me. And for some reason, there's this fear on the right in regard to different cultures. I know that you, Anne, have spoken extensively about, oh my God, English is no longer going to be the main language in the United States. That's not true. That's not true. And besides which, why does it make you so uncomfortable to hear people speak Spanish, right? And then you also refer to your own family members as settlers. Well, okay, so they got the luck of the draw and they were able to come into this country and settle without, people discriminating against them and stopping them from doing so. But who are we to say, oh, Mexicans can't come in because, as you say, you think they're peasants? I don't think they're peasants. I actually think that they enrich this country with their culture.
Ana Kasparian is pandering so hard in this debate. Her argument boils down to, who are we to say Mexicans or anyone else can't come in? Well, Ana, we are the citizens of this country, the people who built and lead this nation. The ones who settled and established it as the greatest superpower in the world absolutely have the right to decide who enters. That's how sovereignty works. No matter what critics say, the United States is still the best place to live in the world. Ask anyone well-traveled, they'll agree. Whether you want the sunshine of Florida or the quirky vibes of San Francisco, the variety of lifestyles and opportunities here is unparalleled. It's not perfect, but the US remains unmatched. Every country has the right to regulate immigration. The US happens to be so desirable that we have to turn away more people than any other nation. Without these limits, we risk overwhelming the system, as seen in recent years under Joe Biden's administration. Regulating immigration isn't about cruelty, it's about preserving what makes this country great.
We're going to get 3 questions. First of all, this sneering mocking of Americans who suddenly wake up one day and find out no one is speaking English in their neighborhoods, I think is extremely elitist and snooty. I'm quite sure you all wouldn't like it if your kids came home from school and they sounded like Sarah Palin. I think that would be a cultural shock for you. Certainly in California, most of the neighborhoods that have gone all Hispanic are black neighborhoods, and not through casual movement. One of the ways our culture changes with immigration, both legal and illegal, is there is not a lot of tolerance, as much tolerance as Americans have. You have black gangs, or rather Hispanic gangs, going into the black neighborhoods, screaming epithets, throwing bottles at their houses. The LA Times has written this up extensively. So I think it's very sneering and mocking of you to be referring to mostly African American and other immigrant neighborhoods that suddenly aren't speaking English, and they're afraid of Spanish. No, they think that their kids shouldn't be turned away from a job at McDonald's because they don't speak Spanish. That was one witness's testimony in Congress.
That would absolutely happen. No question. Ana Kasparian, laughing at Ann Coulter's point, just shows a lack of understanding of the situation. If you live in a primarily Spanish-speaking area and your child hasn't been taught Spanish as a primary language, why would a local employer hire them over someone fluent in Spanish? It's just common sense. Hiring someone who doesn't speak the dominant language of the area wouldn't make practical sense for a business. It's completely reasonable for people to feel apprehensive when their neighborhoods and communities undergo significant cultural changes due to immigration. This isn't about fear or prejudice. It's about navigating the practical realities of daily life. Dismissing these concerns as laughable is disrespectful and ignores the valid feelings of those impacted. Honestly, I find this viewpoint very reasonable. Let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree.
A black guy from Los Angeles. Settlers, why does it make a difference that you're a settler? No, it isn't that we just first come, first serve. No, it's that settlers created this country. It wasn't here. And yeah, a lot of things change when we bring in particularly such large numbers. I mean, there's a reason that the main immigration restrictionist group in the country is called Numbers USA, not, Mexicans suck USA. It's that we do need to assimilate people to this wonderful country of ours where we do learn to be tolerant and not practice racism or anti-Semitism and respect one another.
And Coulter's arguments resonated because she backed them up with facts. In contrast, Ana Kasparian's pandering fell flat. The crowd recognized it, and by the end, Anne had clearly won them over. Let me know what you think about this debate. Did Ann Coulter's direct approach make the stronger case, or do you side with Ana Kasparian? Share your thoughts in the comments. Please like and subscribe to channel. Thanks for watching.